Do you know what happened to this lamp?
No, there's something happened to it.
It's not working.
Oh, well, I don't know what's happened to it. Is it unplugged?
I'm not sure. I'm on the live, by the way.
Alright, okay.
Would you mind checking?
Yeah, I've got these tablets.
I don't know if we can say that on a live.
Oh, medicine.
There's not anybody in yet anyway. Oh, there is. Hi! I need to join myself as well. Sorry, there'll be some background noise for a second. We're just trying to sort the lighting out. Be managing.
There's a switch charger.
Oh, so somebody must have unplugged the lamp and plugged in a switch. Oh, we have lights. Oh. Hiya. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Hi everyone. Mac just ended. Oh, I didn't even know Mac was live. I don't really get notifications for everybody's channels. Am I still here? Am I frozen? Oh, wave. Okay, let me see. Skip. Okay. So I'm watching the live. I don't think I'm frozen anymore. Bless you.
Oh, sorry.
All good. Okay. Hi. I'm just kind of, I probably should have started 5 minutes later, but just bear with me 1 second. Just go off camera.
Alexander. Alexander, come.
Okay.
Tap.
Sorry, I just had to
What?
take medication. I don't know if you're allowed to do that on a live. Plus, I hate swallowing tablets.
Oh, we really see tablets.
I don't know what the rules are. How is everybody? Neither you or me or Beth want me to go to bed early. To be fair, I was in bed when Beth's live was on, and I was going to go to sleep listening to the live, and I ended up not going to sleep, and I was still awake when my husband got home at 1 in the morning. Sorry for all the background noise. Pete is just taking Xander out for a walk, and then we'll have a bit more quiet to chat. Yeah. No rules. Okay. Oh, you paused it. You fixed it now. It might have been because I don't normally monetize lives until after I've posted them, but I noticed that Beth has been monetizing her lives and it hasn't been interrupting the live with the adverts. It's just been coming up in the comment section. So I thought I would try that myself, monetizing it. And at the time that you said that I was frozen on my laptop, there was an advert playing. So I don't know if that affected it somehow. I don't know. But when we joined Beth's live yesterday, she was frozen for ages first. So maybe it's just a YouTube thing. Also, just ignore the giant spot that I've got on my face. I keep zoning in on it because I'm looking at myself, but just everyone look everywhere else. So how is everybody? I think I've got all the comments turned on. Hi Kev, I seen that you just messaged me, but obviously I can't reply because I'm live. Anybody that doesn't know, Kevin is my younger brother. He lives in England and he occasionally joins us on the live. I'm okay. It's a tough day today. I did on Sunday I did a Christmas fair and it was really long and I've just been really sore since then. And then I had a free clean yesterday and I really was not feeling up to it, but I couldn't cancel again because I'd already I think it was 2 or 3 times I'd rescheduled this particular house because Lily had a Lily had a sickness bug. Kai was then the following week Kai was off, and then the following week I had laryngitis, and so I was like, I absolutely cannot cancel again. So I had because I had pushed back somebody else as well. So I've got another clean next week that was supposed to be this week, but I had to push them all back by a week, and so I had to do it, and I was just like, I really shouldn't have, because then I did that, and then it was Kai and Lily's parents' evening. So today I was supposed to have a massage this morning, but I did not sleep well. I've just started taking the medication that I was prescribed by the doctor last week, and I just started taking it yesterday, and it hasn't kicked in yet. It doesn't work. So I've just not been sleeping, and so then I never woke up this morning in time for my appointment, and it threw my whole day off. And so today I've just had a day in the house doing absolutely nothing, but then it was Arthur's parents' evening tonight, so I had to go to that. So yeah, it's not a great few days. I'm not feeling great, and I've got to go into uni for the next 2 days for compulsory classes and stuff. And then on Monday I got the grades back for those 2 assignments I was waiting on, and they were not good grades. Like, they would I mean, they're not bad grades, but I probably a first is now unachievable. So I'm so sad, and it was causing me anxiety because the one of the assignments, the one that the research proposal for my dissertation, the comments that I got, I didn't think were fair. Like, I can't go into detail, but basically I emailed the my supervisor, and I says, look, I want this reevaluated because I just think there's a lot of bias on his part. I'm not allowed to go into detail. Also, apparently, because I'm a student at the university and they're technically the ones who fund this research, I'm going to need their permission to tell you guys about it when it's finished, which I didn't realize. So I've been saying, like, oh, I can't talk about my research right now. I have to wait until I've done it so that I don't affect the results. But it turns out if I don't get permission from the university, I'll not be allowed to talk about it, even though it's my research, because it's technically funded by them, and they can't endorse my YouTube channel. So it's a whole minefield. I have to go through certain departments to get permission, and I wasn't aware of this until last week. But yeah, so anyway, so I emailed about the grade that I got, and I was just like, look, these comments are controversial to what you advised me to do. And then also there was some things that he kept bringing up, and I was like, but this isn't relevant to what I'm looking at. And just there was just quite a few things. I think he has a misconception about a certain phenomenon. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. And it's making his comments really biased. And so I emailed and I said, look, I want this reevaluated, but I kind of got a generic response, and he now wants to talk about it in person. But I struggle to articulate like my points and my argument because of confrontation anxiety. And so I'm really worried that when we talk about it in person, it's going to be awkward, and I'm stressing out about it. So I was debating on whether or not to send that email in the first place, because obviously I've got to maintain a relationship with my supervisor, and now I just feel like I've made it awkward. So I don't know. I maybe could take somebody with me. I don't know. Usually they're one-to-one because you're discussing like your work. So if I was to take another student, then that could be like, I don't know what the word is, because you can't work together with things. Like, some people are in like group projects, so I don't know. I don't know how it works. I've got a class on Friday morning, and it's my favorite class, and the lecturer who runs the class, her field of expertise is qualitative research, which is what I'm doing. So I'm going to bring it up with her and maybe see if she'll like come with me to the meeting, or speak to my supervisor or something, or see even, if there's another way to go about it, because I just it's annoying for me because when I had a meeting with him on Friday, and this was before I got my grade back, and he was basically saying all of this amazing stuff. Like, I walked out with such a big head and assumed, that I was going to be getting a good grade for this, because he was saying, that he actually said to me, like, this is the best research proposal that I've personally had to supervise in a long, long time. And that is verbatim what he said. So then for me to get the mark that I got, which I got 14 out of 20, and I thought I'd get at least like 16 to 18. So to get that grade and the comments that were made in the feedback after having that really, really positive meeting where he never mentioned any of that stuff, it was just a hard blow for me. And I think it's been affecting my sleep and my body, and just this whole week has been rubbish. Like, it's not been good. So yeah, I don't know who I would take with me though. Like, my university is not nearby, it's like a wee bit of a drive away, and I'll speak to that staff member and see what they say, because yeah, it's making me anxious. Like, I don't deal well with confrontation. And the thing is, it's not even this isn't confrontation, that this is his job to supervise and advise, but I just feel like the advice he gave me, he's now like critiqued me for it, and I can't go into detail, so it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. At the Christmas fair, I think I mentioned in the office video, that the video where I converted the office, that I started an online business, and so I've got some things that I can sell. So I sell like cute little stationery boxes and things like that, and so the Christmas fair, I was just basically selling them. So that's what I was doing at the Christmas fair. So Danielle wouldn't be able to go with me because one of the things that she's got going on is like her son is not coping well at nursery, and so she has to be on hand to pick him up and things. I can't go into detail because it's not my story to tell, but she won't be available to come with me because my university is in another town and she needs to be near the school, kind of thing. But yeah, I will definitely see if there's somebody that I can take in with me for support. Just, yeah, I don't know. It's stressing me out. Also, I'm just trying to remember to drink my tea while I'm here. My husband works full-time Monday to Friday. And then my meeting is at 3:00, and so he'll be here to get the kids from school as well. I'll figure it out though. I'm sure somebody can come with me, even if it is like the module coordinator person, because I CC'd her into the email, and I am considering emailing her separately and just being like, look, I'm not happy with the response that I received, but I just have a feeling they're going to say, you have to wait and discuss the feedback at the meeting. It just, yeah, I don't know what a uni pastoral is. Like, what is that? I could probably contact like the disability team, because I'm sure there'll be somebody there that can help with this kind of thing. If only there was somebody that I could hire. Well, Kai's in bed. Oh no, sorry, it was Lily, wasn't it? She's in bed. Although it was only like 20 minutes ago that they came down, and Kai was like, I was just about sleeping, and then Lily was making noise with her water bottle, and they're both just standing at the gate like, can somebody put me back to bed? So Rava Hates, can you remind me what your name is? Because it's been so long since I did these lives, and I'm just so bad at remembering names. And I can see that I made you a mod, and I always like your comments. Also, I think you replied already, but thank you again for letting me know what was it, habit stacking was, because I didn't understand the concept. Like, I loved the idea of what she was saying, I just didn't understand the actual concept of habit stacking. Rave against the machine. Rave. Okay. Xander's waiting very patiently over here for his dinner. So Xander used to come up and sleep in our room because he's crate trained, so he would sleep in his crate in our room because he used to get really anxious being left downstairs. But he recently had to wear a cone because the groomer clipped his nail too short, and so we had to take him to the vet and things. And so he wasn't settling in bed with the cone on, so he started sleeping on the sofa, and then since then he just likes staying downstairs now. So when I do eventually get around to doing my bedroom, I'll be able to now like get rid of the crate that's in there, and that will open up some space, which I'm really looking forward to, because I just feel like my room is such a crowded place right now. There's so much stuff in there. But it does also mean that normally when I do these lives, after Xander's been out for his walk and then had his dinner, he then goes up to bed with Pete while I'm doing this. But it means he's going to be in here with us and probably annoying us. One of the things about Xander is he's like an emotional support animal. So on the days that I'm feeling like really bad, he comes and tries to like snuggle in and get attention, but he's got such bony little legs, okay? And so obviously when I'm not feeling great, my skin just feels like really sensitive to the touch, and like my legs are really sore, and so he's like climbing on me. It's so painful, but I know he means well, don't you? I'll bring the camera down a bit so you guys can see him. Don't know if you can see him very well because of the blackness. You coming over here? You can come over a little bit. Look, you see on the camera? The camera's up here. Look up. There we go. No. Normally he's climbing on me. I think he was listening. You finally caught me live. To be honest, it's not very interesting. But thanks for joining. Oh, so I got the pink on my nails because it matches with my office aesthetic. Oh, put it back up. It matches with the office aesthetic. I can't say the word. Aesthetic. And when I'm part of like the online business, oh, now he's climbing on me. Part of the online business that I'm doing involves doing mystery scoops, and so it's all just handwork. So I thought I best get my nails done. So yeah. What do you guys want to talk about? I had no set plan for this. Try aesthetic. Is that it? Did I get it right? What do you guys want to talk about? I had no set plan for this live. I just didn't have a video for you, and I knew that I wasn't going to manage to get anything done today after my day started so badly. And yeah. And to be honest, I don't even know if I'll have anything for you for Sunday, because based on how I'm feeling right now, I don't think I'm going to be doing very much, especially if I've got to go to uni for the next 2 days. Maybe I can take you with me. I don't know. It's not much more than what I already showed you, which was basically me walking to this one particular building, and then that's it, because all my classes are in the same place this term. Well, this year. Usually, so in the previous years, so St. Andrews University, the buildings are actually spread out all across like the centre of St. Andrews. It's not just like one building. And so previously, and it's like depending on the class sizes and stuff. So you might take, for example, I took what module was it? I think it was a philosophy module, but it was no, that wouldn't have been philosophy. And I took an English module, but it was in like the physics building, so it wasn't really set departments. But this year, because the classes are much smaller, all my classes are in the psychology building, which is the building I already showed you guys. So you say it's okay, but YouTube punishes you if you take a break and don't do stuff. And also I enjoy doing it. Like this is, like, I'm enjoying uni, and I do like doing other things, but I think YouTube's probably my favourite. Babe, we can hear you blowing your nose.
Oh, right.
Just so you know. I don't know how to mute it like what Beth does. It is really intense, but you know, this semester is the most intense, and then next semester it won't be so bad. I kind of set my schedule up so that I would have 3 modules this semester and 1 next semester, so I'd have more time to focus on my research dissertation. But I didn't realise how much work there would be for that this semester, so I should have done it the other way around, I think, or had it more balanced. But it wasn't even that I did that deliberately, just I chose subjects that would interest me, and most of those subjects were in the first semester, so that's why I chose them. So I don't know if I've told you guys what I'm actually doing. So the modules that I'm doing is behavioral neuroscience, and I chose that because it focuses on like motivational behaviors mostly. And then the other subject is cognitive emotional disorders, which is anxiety and depression, which is really interesting, although I'm way behind on that class. Like, that class is at 9 a.m. on a Monday morning, and I've been to 2 of them out of probably 8 or 9. I'm really not very good at getting to that class because I have to be up and out so early. So I need to catch up on that because I have an exam for that in 2 weeks' time. And then my other class is qualitative statistics, which surprisingly is actually my favourite class. But I think it's because there's only 7 or 8 of us in the class, so it's really small and it's really interactive, and I'm really enjoying statistics for like the first time in forever, because normal statistics is really annoying. Thanks, Rave. Yeah. To be fair, like the YouTube side of stuff is still fun. I'm just not very consistent. So as long as you guys are okay with the inconsistencies, then I'm fine carrying on with doing YouTube, because I do enjoy it. On the plus side, I have quite a few free cleans like in my library now. I think I have 3, because I've the good thing is because I'm not having to do a cleaning video every single week for 5 free cleaning, it's more relaxed. So, for example, the house that I did yesterday, I didn't feel so bad about rescheduling that for 2 or 3 times because I've already done 1 visit to the house. It involved a lot of rubbish removal, so I did that on 1 day, and then I said, right, I'm going to come back and clean the next time. So, and then when I was there yesterday, I didn't worry about it being like the perfect like finish. Like for the after photos, I focused on like getting the fridge done and getting inside the cupboards done so I could put dishes away and stuff like that. It wasn't just like the surface cleaning that I normally try and get done to get like the perfect before and after kind of thing. So it is more flexible now that I don't have to worry about trying to get a video out every single week for it. My plan is to get one out every 4 weeks, and that's going to be like achievable at the current rate that I'm going. But then also it means like when I'm feeling good, I can get more done, and then when I'm not feeling so good, it's okay to not do it. So it's working for me so far. And as well, I don't have to, because I am doing it by myself, I don't have to try and coordinate different schedules and things, which also helps. Every calendar month. Yeah. So it probably, I think at the moment I've done it, like, obviously I've only done 2 so far. So I did the one that I just released, that was 4 weeks since the last one released. But I think I will maybe try and keep it to every 4 weeks just for scheduling purposes. It's easier. So it means like 1 month of the year, you'll get like an extra video. Also, does anybody that does journaling or like doing their diary or whatever, does anybody do, I think it's called cyclical planning? Does anybody do that? Because I've been watching videos by, I don't know how to say her name, Jashi Corin. I don't know how to actually say it. I know how it's spelled. But I've been watching her videos, right? And my favorite thing to watch right now is her weekly vlogs that she does. You guys think I'm busy? Watch her videos. Like, I aspire to be as organized and productive as she is. Like her weekly videos at the moment, she's planning for Vlogmas, which I'm not doing Vlogmas, but I might actually try it next year because the concept seems really fun. But anyway, so I watched another one of her videos today, and it talked about instead of having like your year organized by a monthly calendar, she uses like a cyclical calendar, and I just can't wrap my head around it. I think I need to watch more videos to properly understand it because yeah, I like the concept. I like the idea of it. I just need to see it in action. Also, I don't know if I'm getting all the comments. Have we just got 2 people chatting today? We have 20 people in here. Everyone say hi. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Sorry, I think I'm missing comments actually. I need to drink this tea. I don't like drinking and eating on camera, so it's kind of difficult to also remember and drink this tea. So, Zilla's bride, what is your name? If you want to share your name. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Susan. I normally balance like my drinks and stuff on the edge of the sofa, but my sofa's getting old now, so I'm like not sure how safe it is to keep balancing things on the end. Tracy. Okay, I will try and remember that. I probably will not be very successful, but I will try. So thought that counts. Also, I really need to re-dye my hair because like my roots are like so, what's the word? Is it long? Deep? Overgrown? I don't know. I need to re-dye my hair. But I don't want to re-bleach it, so I'm just going to try and put the orange on top and see if it lightens the roots a little bit and deepens the colour because it's faded out. My hair is so dry. I need to find something to do with that. Do you know, I was looking at so I sometimes get offered like sponsorships and collaborations and stuff, but it's never really products that I'm interested in, or we can never really come to an agreement of like how much they should pay, that kind of thing. And so because I wasn't really doing anything today, I was looking at like I was using ChatGPT to be like, okay, so what kind of brands would align with my channel? Because I was on my laptop and I was replying to comments, and then I noticed that there's a thing that you can do on your YouTube like back end that shows you all your stats, and it shows where people are from and how old they are. But it also, and this is what surprised me, but it shouldn't because it's the internet. Sorry, itchy face. It also shows like what kind of things you guys are interested in. So I would just assume that that's based on like what you're watching, but I think it's based on like cookies and what you guys search for and things. So apparently you guys are like bargain hunters, you're interested in luck and also interested in luxury shopping, which I don't know how they go together. But then there's things like obviously home and interior design and stuff. You're so interested in that. And then there was one like about credit and things like that. And so I was like, well, what about clothing? Because one of my goals for 2026 right now, I cycle through the same like 12 items of clothing because I just don't like any of my wardrobe. I'm in one of those phases where I just literally want to get rid of it all, but I also don't want to do that, so I haven't done it. But my goal for 2026 is that I would like to lean more into like the vibe that I want to go for. So I like comfortable clothes, like loose clothing, but I really want to go for the like cottagecore witchy vibes. I want the long flowy skirts, the layers, the like sleeves, like cardigans. That's the vibe that I want to live my life. Like I just want to live in dresses and skirts, and I don't know. I want to walk past people and they like take a second look at my outfit. That's what I want to do. So I was like, okay. So I was trying to find like different brands that I could possibly collaborate with and think how can I approach them and try and get these deals because that would be really cool. Like I love, for example, Lucy and Yak dungarees, but I can't afford them. They're quite expensive. So if I could get a good deal with them where I can then get like discount codes for other people while also getting like a discount for myself, I'm like, yeah, that could be a really good deal because I love their dungarees. They are worth the price if you have the money. Panopticon dystopia. Is that your vibe as well that you wanna have? That's the thing, like, it's a vibe, like, I love it. So that outfit that I wore at Halloween, that was not an actual costume. That was a vision I had in my head, and I went and bought all the individual little things and put that outfit together, and I did it that way because I thought, apart from the potion belt around my waist, this is an outfit I can wear every day. I mean, I might get some funny looks, but yeah, I keep seeing these like influencers on Facebook Reels and they do all this cool layering with different skirts and things. And I'm like, okay, I want to learn how to do that because I think it would be really cool. My only problem is footwear. Like, I can't really wear boots or heels or anything like that. It causes me too much problems. So I need to find like really like fashionable sneakers that I could wear with cottagecore, witchycore, or just wear plain black like what I do. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of neon colours. Am I? I like, the thing is, like, the only neon colour that I really quite like is orange, but that now clashes with my orange hair, so I don't really wear it. But in general, yeah, all the earthy tones. And I don't know if it's just because we're in autumn, because you know, when I get to the summer, I might change my mind and just want to be like flowy and free and shorts and tank tops and all that kind of stuff. But right now in autumn, which is my favorite season, and Halloween and crunchy leaves, I just want to be a witch in the woods, crunching on the leaves. I'm just reading comments. Yeah, Rave, I do believe you on that because I have learned that lesson. I used to wear, I think, like they were comfy at the time, like really cool boots and heels and wedges and all that kind of stuff. And now, even if I go out, like I went to a ball, like an actual ball through the university, either last year or the year before, and I had a ball gown on with Converse. That's the vibe I'm at in my life. I don't even care. I'm not going to try when it comes to heels. The hippie clothing company and Disturbia. Cool. I will need to check those out. And there was another one that I think you actually told me about a while ago, or it might have been Lucy and Yak, because I think we were talking about it. But yeah, I'm going to reach out to a few companies and be like, look, this is my vision. This is how I can incorporate it in my videos because it's going to involve a lot of decluttering and trying things on. And you guys know that I'm not going to sell you anything that I'm not going to use myself. So we can try it on together. We can test how comfy it is, how practical it is, because I need stuff that's going to be comfortable, practical, affordable, but look amazing. And when I do wear, like, obviously you guys see me in jammies and baggy tops and leggings a lot, but you always comment when I have got on like my mushroom skirt, or there was another couple of skirts and dresses. Anytime I wear like a skirt or a dress, you guys are always like, oh, you look really nice today. That's really a nice outfit. And so I want to lean more into that. I also get comments like, how can you clean in such nice clothes? And I'm like, I mean, these are not that nice of clothing, but I clean what I wear. I'm not going to change my outfit multiple times a day. I'm too lazy for that. Always looking for comfortable pants. That's the thing, like, I just feel like I cannot wear jeans. Definitely cannot wear jeans for the exact same reason. I get really like bloated and uncomfortable, and so jeans, Sander just whipped me with his tail. Jeans are just really too tight and like restricting. And then like I've got some other trousers and stuff. Like I was thinking like combat trousers I quite enjoy, because those green ones that I've got, I think they're called combat trousers. They're really comfortable, but there's a toggle on the bottom of them, and if I'm not wearing shoes, so I'm just getting comfy. If I'm not wearing shoes and I stand on that, it's really freaking sore. It's like standing on Lego. But yeah, so none of my clothes are comfortable right now, apart from my leggings and oversized t-shirts. Half the time the t-shirts you guys see me wearing are actually my husband's. Am I concerned about how they are manufactured? I'm not gonna lie, like I do buy a lot of cheap clothing, which I know is probably not the best thing to do because it will not be manufactured as ethically as other. But when it comes to doing the sponsorships and things, I would like to look at more, small businesses and local brands and see what is their carbon footprint and are they ethically sourced and things like that, because even though yes, I probably shouldn't like indulge in like the cheap brands and stuff, that's like kind of where I am at in terms of affordability and things and ease of shopping, but that doesn't mean I want to promote that. So yeah, I will do like due diligence on stuff like that, because they're also selling points as well. You're not, I don't want to, like, for example, Temu, they work with everybody, but I don't want a sponsorship with Temu because I know for a fact that like the way that their things are made, and then also there was a lot of controversy about how they take payments and things like that. So that's not something that I would actively promote myself. So I hope that kind of answers your question. Well, that's the thing, like the leggings that I wear, I got those on Temu. Like, they are really, really good leggings. They're the comfiest leggings I've ever had, and they have pockets. But I do also know that you can buy them from several other places. Yeah, so for sponsorships, I think it's different to say like I do this, but that doesn't mean I want to actively promote that. It's like with your kids. It's like do as I say, not as I do. But I still will only obviously when it comes to sponsorships and things, if I even get any. Like they might be like you're too small or you're not like positive enough or whatever they might say. So if I do get any, it will only be things that I would actively use myself and stuff like that. Because like I say, I have been approached by a few different people. So I think there was like one to do with like mosquitoes. I'm like, we don't even get mosquitoes here. And there was another one to do with cleaning beds, and I was like, that would be good, but at the same time, usually the houses that I clean, the mattresses are far past that point, kind of thing. Yes, clothes that look dressy but feel like pajamas. That is where I'm at in my life right now. I've heard that there's a company, what's it called? Is it Halara? It's something like that. I see adverts for them all of the time, and I have a couple of their skirts. Is it skirts? They're like shorts, but they look like skirts. They're quite comfy, but I keep seeing adverts because they've started like a whole range of things. I would cut the toggle off, except that I actually need to use the toggle because they're really, 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 really wide at the bottom for some reason. And I don't like them tight, but I also don't like them as wide as that. Cargo trousers. I think that was the word I was looking for. What did I say? Combat trousers. I think are they the same thing actually? Do you know when I was younger, when I was 11, I can't drink that tea, it's actually too cold now. When I was 11, I fractured my wrist, okay? So I was riding my bike to my cousin's house, and when I got there, I was climbing off of the bike. So I didn't fall off of the moving bike, I fell off of the stationary bike because I used to have these really baggy, like, so Madison thinks she is, sorry, there's the phone notification. Madison thinks that she is nothing like me. But literally, when I was her age, I dressed exactly the same as her and listened to the same music as her. Anyway, and I rode a skateboard just like her. Anyway, so at that age, I wore these really, really baggy white cargo trousers that had all these like hanging, not tassels, but tassels. They were made of like heavy denim as well. I was like stick thin when I was younger. It was amazing. Anyway, the tassel things got caught in the chain as I was climbing off the bike. And so I landed funny on my wrist. And then my younger cousin, who that wasn't one I was there to see, but my younger cousin opened the door and just looked down at me. He was like, "You coming in then?" I was like, "Yeah, thanks for the help." And just down here on the floor with my bike on top of me. Anyway, 3 days later, I went to the hospital because nobody believed me that my wrist was broken. They all just thought it was sprained. My mum was just like, suck it up. And it wasn't until I was outside playing football and I happened to be the goalie, which, why would you put the person with a sore wrist in goals? It's stupid. Anyway, I was in the goals because I went along with it. And the ball hit my arm and I was just crying. And she was like, okay, time for hospital now. And it was fractured. And it was at Halloween because I was going to be wearing a black and orange pumpkin witch dress for Halloween. And so when they asked me what colour did I want the cast, I said I wanted orange and black to match my Halloween dress. It was a mistake. The orange looked really, really bad. Yeah, so it was that would have been early 2000s when I was 11. I mean, it's kind of funny looking back on it now. Oh, it reminds me though, right? Oh, I watched a video yesterday and I had to watch it twice because the first time I didn't actually notice, but the second time I was like, oh, why did I watch that again? And it was a girl and her mum. I don't know why they had a camera set up in the living room. And I was like, maybe I should get one of them and then I don't need to move a camera around every time I'm cleaning a different room in my house. Anyway, they had a camera set up in the living room and the caption says, I had to go back and watch the footage to hear the crack. And all that happened was the young girl, I think she was like Madison's age, she got up, she walked out of the room, and then like she ran back into the room. And as she was running into the room, when she gets to the sofa, like she kind of falls. When she gets to the sofa, she was like, I think I've just broke my ankle. And the mum's like, don't be silly, walk it off. But then if you watch it back, you really see her ankle like go over and you hear a loud crack. And I was just like, oh, that's definitely broken. So it's kind of like that. That would have been what my mum would be like. You love to hear me say when I genuinely, like, I don't know how old I was in any of the stories when I was younger. And when I try to think of how old I was, that's just the age that I always come back to. I'm like, okay, so it was after this and before this, so I must have been about 11. So when I say when I was 11, I genuinely think I probably was 11. But then also, like, most of the stuff that I say, I'm like, can't all have happened when I was 11. Who knows? Just that age. Yeah, I don't think anybody likes wearing a bra. Usually combats or camel print. Okay, that makes sense. Madison's just been at cadet camp for the weekend. She looked so miserable when she came back. She actually hasn't spoken about it, so I don't know if it went well or not. She was glad to be home anyway. That story is so sad. What story? What did I miss? Xander's getting lots of scratches, aren't you, Xander? So my kids have gotten my husband into Fortnite, which is hilarious because he's always been like so against Fortnite, but he really quite likes The Simpsons. And there's some sort of like Fortnite crossover with The Simpsons right now. And so they asked him to play, and then now he's just playing it every single night by himself when they're in bed, and he's getting really good at it. And he's so funny. So when he gets like kills and stuff, he's like, yes, check me out, look at me go. He's so cute. But he also says like those kids will be lucky to have me on their team now because I'm so good at it. Or any story where children aren't believed by their parents. Yeah, I would agree with that. Sander, Danielle is sending you cuddles. I wish I could move the camera and show you guys him, but if I do, he might move again. Let me try. He's just getting snuggles, aren't you, Sander? Hello. This is not a good angle for me. Just giving you all a good shot of my double chin there. This tripod, I think I need to get a different tripod. This one's, oh, no, you threw my laptop away. This one's getting a bit stiff. Yeah, the girl breaking her ankle. It was, oh, I can't watch stuff like that. And like, somebody kept sending me, like, or was it Arthur trying to show me? It was either Madison or Arthur, I think, kept trying to show me stuff, and it was always like people getting hurt. And I'm just like, oh no, it wasn't. It was Kevin. When Kevin, I don't know if he's still in the live, but it was Kevin. And when he was here, he kept trying to show me things where people hurt themselves. And I just can't do it. I'm just like, like, oh, no. No, thank you. Like, I like watching, like, medical dramas. Oh, sorry, my hand. I like watching medical dramas, but it's not real. Like, I can watch people be cut open and stuff because it's not actually real. But when I see like people getting hurt in real life, I'm just like, ugh, that's not, how can people watch that for entertainment? It's not funny. Did you guys hear that notification? I don't know if it comes up in lives. I can never remember. I'm assuming Kev's not in here anymore, but yeah. And then I would always be like, no, I don't want to watch it. And he would force me. He'd force me to watch it because that's what annoying little younger brothers do. So, what do you want to talk about? I don't feel like I have many topics. And also, I don't know what's going on with my camera. I can't get it back to the way I had it. Do you know what? I probably should have done this live in the office. But do you know what I noticed? And we're going to need to do something about it. The banister is really dirty. So we need to clean it. But today is not the day for that. I haven't tried it out, but I have subscribed to it because when I read your comment, I opened up a new tab and immediately went and subscribed so that I wouldn't forget, because I knew that if I didn't do that, I would immediately forget. And I only just seen the comment today. And then what did I actually do today? So it took me a while. I hadn't caught up on comments in a long time. I hadn't replied to any. So I replied to all the comments. And then I was doing the thing with about the brand sponsorships and like playing around with that. And then I watched a couple of videos. I caught up with one of Beth's videos. Who else did I watch? I think I watched a couple of random videos. I've been so restless with what I want to watch. Like, I just don't know what I'm in the mood for. Sorry, I'm going to mute the phone. I don't know if it is coming up, but I'm just going to... Oh, I just figured out how to get comments on my screen. I don't know how to mute my phone, though. Are you still here? Did I freeze? Oh no, do you know the comments? Is this just the top comments? There we go. Oh, okay, still here. Sand, I don't like. Yeah, so I've not been known what to watch. So I caught up on all those like Vietnam videos that I was watching. So now I just watch them as they bring them out. On a Monday, I always watch Midlife Stockman. On a Sunday, I always watch Tia Weston. And apart from that, I'm a mood watcher. So like I have some favourites, but then just depends if I want to watch them. So I'll only really watch cooking videos if I'm eating, because otherwise they just make me really hungry and I can never be bothered to go and get food. And this time of year, I always tend to watch like journaling and production and goals kind of videos. So I always kind of tune into Yashi Corin at this time. I really need to Google how to say her name. So I always tune into her at round about this time of year. And then apart from that, I've not really been knowing what to watch. So I'm just clicking on random things and I'm like, this isn't holding my attention. This isn't holding my attention. And then I'm not really binge watching like any particular show at the moment. So I was watching The Resident, but again, mood watcher. And then I was watching High Potential on Disney, but for some reason they took a mid-season break. Who does that? Why? Just wait till you have the whole season made and then bring it out. Or do you have to wait a week to watch an episode? And then I'm watching a few different animes, but I've not really felt in the mood for them. I don't know, I just feel restless, but like not physically able to go and do stuff. So it's, I don't know, maybe because I've got too much uni work to do, I'm just procrastinating. You'll stop flooding the comments. No, keep talking. You're one of the only ones talking. Don't stop. Topic, my new business. My website looks built. Thank you. I'm glad you like the website. I have a couple more things to add to it, but in general, those things are just mostly for selling locally. I don't know. If people want to buy them, I'll sell them. What I really want to do is, like, once I finish uni, is do more crafty things that I can then list myself as homemade on the website, because I think that would be better than, you know, buying in bulk and selling on kind of thing. Oh, the notifications are quite loud. Sorry. I have muted them now though, so that's good. Do you know, I haven't made any new member content. However, let's gift some memberships, because I get the 10 free a month, so I might as well give them away. Let's see who gets them. Any names that I recognize? Crystal. I've not seen Crystal in a while. Okay, let's do 5 more and then that's them all. So I've said to you guys quite a few times that I have like partly recorded my room cleaning several times. Oh, nearly kicked you guys over. So I've partly recorded cleaning my room like a few times, but never get past that stage 1. I was just wondering, should I release that footage as a members video, even though there's no finished result? Because if you want to see that, you can. It's happened twice. I have like 2 videos of me cleaning the room, not to completion. I don't know. I don't have any content for members, so if you want that content, you can have it. I'll do a voiceover so that it'll be at least something going on. Yeah, I might like that, because I do like watching like people farming and gardening, and I watch it and I think I could do that. I totally couldn't do that, but I watch it. Oh, I recognise a couple of those names. Carrie has got a membership. I don't know why, right? Like, I'm not generally quite a stuffy person, but every single time I come on a live, we get to about, I don't know, halfway, and it's like my nose gets all stuffed up, and so I'm always sniffing, and I'm like, it's just a curse. Yeah, I hardly ever watch regular TV, like even like Netflix and things like that. Most of the time when I watch stuff, it's with like Pete or the kids and things like that, or it's something familiar that I've seen before. It's not very often I actually get into something new on like streaming sites. I was watching The Flash with Kev, and then I watched a little bit after he went back home, but then I've not really watched it since, because it's one of those ones that I like watching with him. So I do need to watch the rest of that. I started watching. That's what I've been binge watching. Well, it's not really binge watching. I've been watching all the X-Men movies. I'm on to movie number 6. Because I kept getting reels for the new mutants. My words are I'm losing my words. I kept getting reels for the New Mutants on Facebook, and I thought, oh, this looks interesting. And so I watched the movie on Disney. It was terrible. Don't recommend it. I was like, I only finished it because I had to finish it because I started watching it. But don't watch it. It's not good. I do not recommend it. Anyway, but it made me want to watch X-Men again from the beginning, because I don't think I've ever watched all of the movies, and I wanted to watch them in order. So anyway, so that's what I did. And I planned to just have an X-Men movie marathon on my birthday, but it didn't go to plan, because I think that was the day that Pete started playing Fortnite with the boys, and I was more than happy for them to go and do that and let me have peace and quiet. So yeah, so that didn't happen. So anyway, so I watched one of them on my birthday, and then I've watched up to 6 now. So I don't think I watch more than like 1 in a day. My items are only sold in the UK simply because of the tariff charges and customs charges. Like, it's too expensive for me to ship to the UK for the value of the products. The products are all like small and cheaper items, and so the cost That's why I originally messaged Beth. I don't know if anybody else was in her live yesterday when she was like saying that I asked for her address and then changed my mind. It's because I was going to do a tester package to her house for her kids of the items that I have. But then when I actually went online to arrange that, it was so expensive that it was not worth it. And so I was just like, I'm just going to stick with the UK for now. And then in the future, I will change it and maybe ship to the US. But right now, it's just the UK, unfortunately. And the link is, the shop is called funscoop.shop. But I don't expect it, like, originally I wasn't even going to tell you guys about it because I wanted it to be like, because there's a YouTube channel as well for people who like watching scoop videos, but I wanted it to be like anonymous originally, so I wasn't going to tell you guys. But then I had to show you my office, and I was like, and you're going to see that when I'm cleaning my house, and I don't want to be deceptive, so I was like, I'll just show you guys what I'm doing anyway. But like, there's absolutely no obligation to go and check out my shop or anything. It is just stuff that you can buy elsewhere, but I'm just kind of buying it in bulk and then making up little surprise packages for people, which is fun. Yeah, Elaine, so that's hopefully the plan. But like I kind of mentioned earlier, you know, there is stuff going on with Danielle's family, so I can't go into details. I'm going to try and do a live with Danielle at some point soon, and she can, if she wants to go into more detail about why she hasn't got as much free time anymore, then she can. But it's not my story to tell, so I'll try and go live with her so she can kind of, if she wants to share it, she can share it. Thanks, Rafe, but I don't think Elaine was criticising me in the way I do. I hope not, anyway. Yeah, thank you. The thing is, like, everyone's like, "Oh, you're so busy." You guys only see the busy parts. You don't see the parts where I'm not doing anything, because there wouldn't be anything to show. So I'm not as busy as it seems. Even if people say that, I'm genuinely not. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, take time for yourself." I'm like, I literally just spent 5 hours watching YouTube. Like, that is, I'm taking time for myself, you know? So when I say I haven't done anything today, I've literally just sat on the sofa up until like 4:30, and then I had to go and get ready and take Arthur at parents' evening, which he got like a really good report. There was a couple of things, but generally very proud. And then Kai and Lily had their parents' evening last night, and I was really surprised because the teacher said that she thinks that Lily would benefit from speech and language therapy. And so now I'm like, well, now I feel like a failure because that's 3 of my children that have needed speech and language therapy. Am I not teaching them how to speak properly? Like, what is going on? Do you know, it probably just doesn't feel that much for me because I don't balance it very well. Like, if I was spending as much time on each of those things as I probably should, then I'd probably feel busier than I am. But usually I'm focused all on one thing and not doing another thing, and then kind of just bounce about. But that's just the way my brain works as well. I don't like not being busy. I think that's why I'm feeling restless, because I don't want to do the things that I currently have lined up that I have to do. I don't even notice when I say that word. Do you know when you commented that, I was like trying to think what I had said in the video using the word should, and I was like, what did I actually say? I had to go back and quickly have a look because I wasn't sure if I had to respond to the comment or not. I was like, what did I actually say? I also lost my trail of thought. Thank you. Like, I know in my heart I'm not a failure, but also it's a little bit of a hit. I'm like, I didn't think she needed any like speech therapy. I thought she was doing really good. But the problem is that my comparison is Kai, who is behind. So she is doing good. She's just not where they would like her to be. In my head, I'm hyperactive and have so much going on. My body's taking industrial action. I suppose that's age. Yeah, and probably ADHD. Actually, definitely, because I know that you have ADHD, so yeah. Do you know, So I've taken that sleeping medication again, and it's 10 o'clock. And when is it meant to kick in? Like, I know it takes a couple of weeks to regulate, and I'm supposed to increase the dosage over the next 3 weeks, but what am I meant to feel different? Because right now I really don't. It's my sleep has been really, really bad lately. And so on Monday, I didn't get to sleep till after 1, which that's typical, and that's actually not even that late. But then I woke up at 5:30 and I couldn't get back to sleep. But I didn't get up. And then last night I just was like, it took me so long to get to sleep, and then it was like I was not sleeping. I was like awake and asleep, awake and asleep. It was just really annoying. And then obviously I slept in, so I finally fell asleep in the morning, but I was awake when my husband's alarm went off, and then I was like, okay, well, I'll just try and get some more sleep, and then didn't wake up in time. Right, let me Google it, because I thought it was amitriptyline, and it's from that group, but it begins with an I, like imidi? No. It's an antidepressant, but it's like I take 10 milligrams right now, and then I have to take 30 milligrams. I don't even know what to Google. The box is upstairs. Because I'll recognize it. Just antidepressant begins with I. Okay, I don't know how to say this. Imipramine? That's what it is. It's also known as Elavil. So it's imipramine tofranil. I don't know how to say that. That's what it is. Oh, I need to go back on my page to see the comments. So yeah, they kind of said like 3 weeks to kind of get a rough idea, but also that I was to increase the dosage over the 3 weeks. So I don't know. I've heard a lot, like I've heard duloxetine mentioned a lot, but in a good way and a bad way, and I'm not 100% sure. Like in the book group that I'm in, there's a member in there that keeps saying like everybody should just take it, like it works wonders, everyone should take it. So she obviously raves about it, but then somebody in my comments said like don't ever take that. So I don't know, and I have so much anxiety around medication that when I went into the meeting I was just like, look, I need to do something about my sleep. I cannot live like this anymore. Like I need to sleep, but also I don't want to take any sleeping medication. So this was kind of the compromise, because it is sleeping medication, but it's not going to like, I always thought sleeping medication would completely knock you out. So like I've always struggled with my sleep since I was 11. I used to stay up till like 4 5 in the morning reading books in bed because I couldn't sleep, and then I'd have to get up at 7. So I've literally never slept. But I fell pregnant when I was 17. So literally since turning into an adult, I've had children, and a lot of that time up until I met my husband, I was like on my own, because there was partners, the dads and stuff were involved, but they weren't really involved. And then when they were involved, it was still me doing everything. And so I've always just had a fear that if I took some like medication to help me sleep, that I wouldn't wake up for the children. And so that's just one reason as well. Like I'm from a family of addicts, so I'm so scared of becoming like addicted to something. So yeah, that's just a couple of things that make me like really anxious about medication. I also don't want anything that's gonna like change my brain. Like I don't mind being this like bouncy from topic to topic. Like that's my personality. I like that. I don't want something that's gonna level that out. But also I need something that's gonna level that out. It's very controversial. Like I don't know how to explain it properly. But so this is basically exactly what I said to the doctor. And so they says, try this one. It has like the least amount of side effects. It's not going to do all of the things that you worry it's going to do. So we'll see how we get on. We have the same brain. It's good to know I'm not alone. You live in the UK, right? Whereabouts in the UK do you live? Because if you're close, we could be friends. Although I suck at like keeping in touch with friends. Psychedelic Pegasus will tell you that. You live in Ireland. Some of my book group live in Ireland. Also, I actually love the word Ireland. Even saying the word makes me feel Irish. So somebody commented and said that the medication when it's treating depression, it's like at something like 250 milligrams, but when it's treating just for the sleep or like fibro, it's just at like 30 milligrams. And so that was not made clear to me in the like appointment with the doctor. you could jump. That's a lie, because I know you can't even walk for 20 minutes. So it wasn't made clear to me by the doctor, and I feel like that would have alleviated a lot of my worries, because that's quite a big difference in dosage. And so when I'm thinking, I don't want to take anything to help me sleep because it's going to rewire my brain, I mean, it's not if it's not like that high of a dose. So I feel like if they said that would have helped me, you know, like at least. But anyway, so the doctor had said, like, I'm on the wait list for physiotherapy now. And then I actually got that prescription for that medication really quickly. I thought I'd have to see like my regular doctor, because the doctor I've seen is obviously in the pain management department at a hospital. And so she was meant to write a letter to my GP, who was then going to prescribe the medication. But I assumed I would have to go in and speak to that doctor first. And then I got a message to say my medication was ready to pick up from the chemist. And I was like, oh, okay, so it just got prescribed then. So that's how I already have it when I wasn't expecting to. But anyway, so I'm waiting on that letter coming through so I can see exactly what she said, because she wrote everything down for me, and I'm getting a copy of that letter. And so I've been referred to physiotherapy, and then she said, like, down the line I'll also get to see a psychologist, and also there's like this group thing, but I need to read the letter to know what she was talking about, because I can't actually remember. Do you know, I've never noticed before, but like, see the emoji things that you can click on. I don't think about the fact that people are clicking that in my lives, because it doesn't come up on like my phone screen. But when I'm in other people's lives, I'm always like clicking the little emojis, and I always wondered what it looks like on their screen. But now I can see it like on this, and it does, like, I can't see it, but I can see it as a viewer on the channel. Okay, new topic. What do you want to talk about? I probably should be trying to go to sleep soon. I'm a little bit nervous about going into uni tomorrow, because the class that I've got is with my supervisor. So I'm hoping he doesn't like pull me aside to chat about it before the meeting on Friday, because I need to prepare. Like, one of the things that I mentioned earlier about me thinking that he has some bias, I want to pull up some research that shows him that he's got that bias, so that he can see for himself. I can't see what it is without affecting the research later. I just got a message pop up on screen just while I have you here, right? So when I graduate next year, I'm going to have a graduation party, and my plan is to have a silent disco. Does anybody know what a silent disco is? I'll let you try and comment before I tell you what it is. Hi from, I was going to say hi from the Netherlands, but you're from the Netherlands. Hi from Scotland. Also, for anybody that is new here, I live in Scotland, but I'm actually English. So that's why I have a bit of a mixed accent. Everybody with headphones. That is correct. Yes. So silent disco is everybody at the like party has headphones, and there's 3 different channels, and each channel has a different color and plays a different type of song. And it's amazing because you'll be on the dance floor, and I just kind of look for the people who are like really like dancing the most enthusiastically, and then I switch to that channel, and it's usually a really good song. But it also means like people with different music tastes. Like I have a lot of friends and some family members who like techno and like do music, and I hate that. Like it's the worst music out there in my opinion. And so they can happily dance to that rubbish while I'm rocking out. Hi Robin. Also, do you know what I really love is that Arthur has recently gotten into musicals, which is amazing. Anytime I'm in the car and he's like, "Can I put a song on?" I'm like, "Yes, because I like your taste." Yeah, they're not really silent. I just like the options. I like that you can choose what to listen to. And also just you don't have to talk to people as much. That's the best part. Because normally at a party it's hard to talk to people anyway because of how loud the music is. But if you're at a silent disco, got headphones on, even more reason not to talk to people. But yeah, so that's my plan. So we figured out that my graduation is in June, but it's on a Monday. And so then Kai's birthday is the first weekend in July, and that's the weekend of my party. So I'm having to have it on the Friday, and then his birthday is on the Saturday, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to not be hungover on his birthday. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Is that a movie? Oh wait, is that a musical? No, I'm not Ireland. I'm Scotland, but I'm English. I was talking about Ireland probably when you joined the live because Rava is from Ireland and that's what we were talking about. Hi Sharon. It's a musical, TV. Right, okay, let me write it down. I just so happen to have a pen right here. Sometimes I sit with a pen and notebook during these lives because you always like tell me stuff and then I immediately forget after. So what streaming platform is it on? Is it on a streaming platform? Also, for anybody that is new here, I don't tend to look at the screen all the time. I look to the left because my laptop is set up and this is how I read the comments. Sometimes I see them coming up on, now that I have a pen, I'm just going to gesticulate. Sometimes I see them coming up on the screen, but I usually look at the laptop for the comments. If anybody has any other musical recommendations, I am open to it. He's actually currently watching a cartoon, which I don't think he realised it was a musical, and I don't know if it fully qualifies, but it is Has-Been Hotel, but he likes the music from it, and I'm like, well, they sing, so surely that's classed as a musical. But I really want, I love Dear Evan Hansen, but I've never actually seen it. I've only heard the soundtrack. Like I know the story and I've heard the soundtrack so many times, like I can picture everything happening. And I have the movie on, I think I have it on Prime. So anyway, so I've been saving that to watch with him. So we need to watch that. And then I don't want to talk too loud in case he's still up, even though he shouldn't be. But actually, I'll tell you guys another when they're not here. I'll tell you guys another time. Usually if you have to ask them, it's a musical. So I won't pirate it simply because, first of all, I don't actually know how to do that anymore. I used to. But when I used to, right, I hadn't pirated anything in a long time. I don't know if this is against the guidelines to talk about this. I hadn't pirated anything in a long time. Like I did it a lot, like in my late teens, early 20s. And then once I've like started paying for streaming services and stuff, I didn't bother because you've got enough options. But somebody asked me if I could get a movie for them. And at the time I still remember, this was like 10 years ago. At the time I still remembered how to do it. And it was Dumbo, like the new Dumbo movie. So whenever that came out, this is when this happened. And so I downloaded it for them. And then I got a letter. I don't know who I got the letter from. I think it was from my internet company. I got a letter saying, we know you like pirated this. You're in trouble. And I panicked and I've never pirated anything since. So I don't know how to do that. And I'm too scared to do it in case I get another letter. But I'll find it. It'll be somewhere. It'll be on one of the streaming sites. I have all of them pretty much for fear of pirating. But yeah, that was what happened. And it was just ironic because it wasn't even for me. I had pirated hundreds of stuff previously and then I'd stopped and I didn't do it anymore. But this, I think it was my brother, like another brother, not Kevin. I always say my older brother, but he's actually not older than me. He's a year younger than me, but he's taller than me. So my older brother, it was for him. And yeah, and I got caught and got in trouble. And so now I'm too scared because I don't have the VPN. Whatever that thing is, I don't have it. So they would know that I'd done it. Yeah. And people that say like letters don't work to scare people off, they work. It scared me. I'm not doing it again. So yeah, just be careful because they know what you're doing. But like people have fire sticks now, right? Is that not pirating? Like I don't really know how fire sticks work. I got one, but there was nothing on it. So I don't know how it works. And I don't know where it is now. I think it was upstairs. Anyway, and I know people like can watch movies and stuff through the Fire Stick, but I don't understand the concept. I'm not very like technology orientated, although everybody in my house is really into technology, and I'm always on my laptop and my phone, and I do YouTube stuff. I'm just not technological. That's why when Danielle's always like, Steph's a whiz at that and she knows how to do that, and I'm like, no, I have two very specific things I know how to do. Edit, basic editing, like I don't know how to do B-roll, and like I'd literally just press record on the voiceover. I don't like do all the fancy stuff that other editors do. That's one of the reasons that I just press record and be like, you get what you get, is because I don't know how to do all of that stuff. So the very basic things I know how to do: build a basic website, which always takes me a long time to do, and do basic editing and upload to YouTube. Those are very, very simple things, and I learned how to do it on YouTube. So I'm really not like a technology whiz. Anybody can do it. Trust me. Just watch YouTube videos. I was thinking one day I might do like a little tutorial thing on how to build a basic website, but I don't know how to do that. Like I don't know how to record, like how do people record the screen on the laptop? I need to watch a video, learn how to do it, but that's a job for another day. I have a lot of ideas of stuff I want to do. I want to write a book. I want to make videos on how to build websites. I want to build websites for people. I want to study, like I want to go into research as a job for psychology. I want to be a YouTuber. Like too many ideas and not enough time. So I just keep thinking to myself, okay, so when I've graduated, I'm going to have so much free time. But then I'm like, but will I have so much free time? Because I basically don't go into uni right now. And I tend to do all my work at once in like panic-induced deadlines. Where is the rest? What am I doing with the rest of my time? How to ADHD do more by doing less. Is that one of the videos by the ADHD channel? Or is this a book? Or what is it? I'm going to write it down though. Okay, I've written it down. Also, I think I'm gonna call it a night there because it's actually getting too uncomfortable to sit here. And I really do need to try and go to sleep. So we'll see how long that takes. But yeah, I actually went live for longer than I was expecting. Thank you. So yeah, I will release those videos about every 4 weeks or at least once a month. And there is one more video where I've cleaned for somebody. If you like those videos as well, we do still have all the old videos over on the Free Cleaning channel, which you can go and watch there as well. So there's the little plug for Free Cleaning. We no longer post on that channel. We do still have 3 videos that we need to release on that channel. It's just a case of I need to edit them and do the voiceovers, and we still need to do a final visit to the house. That was the big project, to show everybody kind of where we were at with that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go, and thank you so much for joining me. This is in lieu of a video for this week. I will try and get a video out for Sunday, which could be a vlog because I don't know how much actual cleaning and stuff I'm going to do this week, but I do have like errands to run and classes to go to and all that kind of stuff, so we'll see. And I also need to wrap like birthday presents because it's Lily's birthday on Tuesday. So yeah, good night everyone, bye.